This is my homemade one-wheel bike trailer. For years I've been using a two-wheel bike trailer to run errands to the grocery store, the lumber stores. I wanted to try and improve upon it by making a trailer that was lighter, narrower, and took up less storage space. This trailer is pretty light. It weighs only 5 kilograms. It's narrower, makes it much easier to thread through narrow spaces amongst other cyclists or pedestrians on narrow pathways. Basically, if the handlebars will fit through the space, so will the trailer. And it stores by hanging from the back wheel in the garage. Maybe takes up a quarter of a square meter. It's made of 4 spruce stringers, 20 by 20 millimeter cross section, 140 centimeters long, and they're boxed in with 3 millimeter Baltic birch plywood, often sold as 1/8 inch birch plywood. The holes here were my effort at lightning holes. I was trying to copy what you might see on the ribs inside an airplane wing, and maybe I got carried away, but these are lightning holes designed to try and make the trailer a little, a few grams lighter. At each end of the spruce stringers, I have bolted on fork plates, aluminum plates with slots. And to make sure that the spruce stringers don't split away where they're bolted to these plates, I've wrapped the stringers with pieces of aluminum channel at each end. The fork plates are the means by which the bike is towed and steered. And if we have a look at this, I'll unhitch the trailer. And attached permanently to the bike are 2 6 millimeter cap screws mounted in aluminum plates that are clamped to the seat stay and the chain stay, and a 5 millimeter screw into the dropout lug. The fork plates slide over top of those screws, and then I've got clip plates attached to springs by which the trailer is towed, and those plates have keyhole shaped slots that slip over the top of the 6 millimeter cap screws, one on each side, and that's how the trailer steers. You can see that there's perhaps a limited amount of steering before the tire hits the trailer on either side. So I've contrived to make it steer shorter by steering the back wheel. The back wheel is mounted in forks. It's a 20-inch bicycle wheel, and it also is attached with springs that hold the wheel into the slots on the mounting plates, and the wheel can steer by the wheel axle sliding in the slots in these fork plates. I have stainless steel wires coming from the towing plates operating on these levers, which steer the back wheel. So as the bike steers right, the rear wheel steers left and follows a little more closely in the track of the bike. It's great for single track pathways. The steel wires to these levers are connected to these towing levers as well as the spring. And the steel wires pull the levers, and as the bike steers right, the wheel steers left. To demonstrate the rear wheel steer, I mounted the camera on a boom temporarily, and if you watch the alignment of the rear wheel with a fender, you can see how the rear wheel steers right as the bicycle steers left. If I want to use panniers on the bike as well as the trailer, I have a rack that I mount on the bike, take off the towing plates and mount the rack on the bike, and attached permanently to the rack are plates which I can clamp to the seat stays, and the rack has permanently mounted 6mm cap screws with steel rollers for the fork to slide on, washers to bracket the forks, and room for the towing clip to snap on over the head of this 6mm cap screw. If I want to haul home some long stock from the lumber store, within limits, I've got some pins I can drop in, and it gives you something to lash long stock to for hauling from the lumber store, for example. The trailer will handle 20 kilograms quite nicely, about 45 pounds. It's been quite a successful project. I use it quite a lot, and that's it. It's my homemade one-wheel bike trailer. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.